Hello, it's time for the good podcast.
The good podcast. That's seriously its name.
Yeah, it's the good
Not
Yeah.
the good
podcast.
podcast. It's the Good Boy podcast.
We're the good boys.
The good boys.
It's honestly a pretty uncreative name. Maybe like 5 episodes in we'll change it to something better.
It was just a joke name for the Discord, but now it's a thing now.
Oh God, it is.
No, it's not officially, but like it's a good podcast. All right. So to start it off, I don't really care what we do first. Cartoon Network's up front. What do they got going on? You got Craig of the Creek. You got Infinity Train coming next year.
Ooh.
You got all that good stuff.
But you also have a lot of bad stuff, like more episodes of Adventure Time.
Oh come
They're
on.
still making that? Jesus.
I feel bad
No,
for-
technically Adventure Time is ending this year. Like, we're already on its last season.
But didn't like the original creators like just all leave at this point?
They
Well,
did.
technically Pendleton Ward left during like the 6th season, I believe.
And Rebecca Sugar already left.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
She
one
left,
each
like-
season.
As soon as Steven Universe was being made.
Yeah, when it got greenlit.
Oh yeah, that show's still going on.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
right.
Steven Universe is actually coming back like around like April. There's something going on, and then we'll never see it again for
What
like
are they
I don't know
on?
6 months.
What season are they on?
I don't
5.
even know what season
5?
they're on.
That would
Yeah.
mean they have like 30 episodes a season, right?
I have no idea
They have like 200 different
te-
episodes, don't they?
because I remember season
Well, the
1.
fir-
They had like 52 episodes.
Dang.
Yeah, and like every other season has been just like 26 episodes. Though to be fair, actually no, it's not fair to the show itself because like seasons 2 and 3 were supposed to be 50 episodes, but they just got like split in half.
Goddamn.
Have they even
You
killed all the
know-
diamonds off yet?
Yeah, but
No.
who they have killed off? A lot of their fan base with how cringy it is.
Oh shit.
Oh
Oh
god.
my goodness.
Hey, it's true.
I don't blame you.
Kind of. I mean,
I'm not
it's-
trying to say this to be a troll. I'm legit saying, like, it's not even really the creators' fault. It's their fan base has gotten so bad that it's starting to seep into the show.
Yeah, Steven Universe, along with like I don't know, Rick and Morty's like the cool thing to hate because
and
how
Morty.
cringy their fan bases are.
Rick and Morty season 3 was kind of garbage. I didn't like it.
It wasn't garbage, but like it's not as good as like their old seasons were.
It's not as it's on par with season 1, but season 2 is still like the standard that they should probably be following.
But here's the problem: like they shouldn't like people shouldn't have like high standards for like a show. Because-
Unless it's Man Seeking Woman, formerly on FX.
Is this
Oh
still
god,
run?
no.
Because
Man
usually
Seeking
when
Woman,
people-
right.
Yeah, when people have like high standards for something, they would usually be disappointed in the end.
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, I had pretty high standards for it, but the more you rewatch it, the more you realize it doesn't have like the rewatchability of season 2.
Yeah,
Season
because
1
like
and Season 2 are great.
Season 1's great. Season 2 I liked a lot too. Season 3 they try to have like a structured plot going on, and then at the end they're like, "Yo, nothing matters."
Yeah,
It was like all
We
for
already
nothing.
know that. We all have lives. We already know that nothing matters. Jeez.
Jeez, Austin, quit reminding me like how like pathetic your life is. Jeez.
Bitch, I
Uh,
love
Pathetic- his
my
life
life
is
is
how pathetic
unlike
yours
you.
is.
Newsflash, asshole. My life has been pathetic the whole time.
I knew that.
Well, back onto like the subject of the Cartoon Network upfront. All they really did was just announce stuff that's like already been things for a while, especially like the fact that Apple and Onion and Craig of the Creek are already airing on the network.
No, doesn't Craig of the Creek like come out like late March?
Yeah, I mean that's like close enough in that time frame, you know.
I know Apple and Onion's out already. Has anyone seen that?
I have not. I have heard nothing about Apple and Onion. I actually should probably Google it right now.
I keep feeling Apple and Onion was made because someone saw Gumball and was like, "Hey, we can do that too."
Oh, yeah, I've seen
God damn it, America, we can't do anything right.
That's literally what those characters are. They just look like reject background characters from Gumball, and it's like so uncanny.
I don't know, like it doesn't matter anymore because like nobody, like Cartoon Network doesn't get in like the millions anymore with views.
Not even on like their mobile stuff.
I don't know about like their mobile, but TV they don't get like a lot of views, especially like their popular shows now.
Yeah.
What about like Teen Titans Go? Like the fact that they play it so much, probably.
That shit millions.
I don't know if it's just me never watching Cartoon Network, but whenever I turn on Cartoon Network, I only ever see Gumball at this point, and it kind of makes me happy, and it kind of shows that Teen Titans, either I'm just being lucky whenever I turn on Cartoon Network, or Teen Titans Go isn't as big as it was.
It's not, because the network's starting to realize, all right, maybe we should just tone it down a bit. We were joking. Because, look, I may have liked the first Teen Titans. I didn't love Teen Titans growing up. I liked it. And I was happy to see Teen Titans Go for a little bit, but then once they started being extremely meta, it got unbearable because it really wasn't fun anymore. It just became more of just, hey, look at how much we suck. Isn't that funny? We're so against the tide. Like, and you're just, just sitting there going like, when is something interesting going to happen?
When Teen Titans Go came out, I tried to be open-minded about it because I knew it was its own thing and not a continuation of the original show, which like I grew up with. I loved the original Teen Titans. And then like I just watched it. I'm like, if it wasn't like a reboot of Teen Titans, it would still be a bad show.
I mean,
yeah.
I personally enjoyed the shorts and the between like Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, I like those too.
Stuff. But
I like those.
They should just stay as shorts and not be stretched out to an 11-minute plot. It's just kind of like, it's like trying to make Looney Tunes have a plot with that crappy like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck sitcom style show. Did you guys...
Oh, come on. The Looney Tunes show was actually really good. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was a better adaptation than like some of the other stuff we got in the 2000s, like Baby Looney Tunes.
Or better, Looney Tunes back in action.
The movie? No, what about the Lunatics?
The Lunatics? Ooh, I love the Lunatics. They really pander towards my 13-year-old brain.
The worst part about Lunatics Unleashed is that it was developed by the same people that did SWAT Cats.
Oh, jeez.
That's like watching someone get beaten to death in public. You're just like, oh. You can't stop watching, but you want to look away. I meant not.
Stop! He's already dead.
Not dead enough.
That's amazing.
I mean, not that I know from experience or anything.
He watched
I didn't never.
Man be beaten with a giant spoon.
Oh,
no, he was spanked with a giant spoon.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Italy is a weird place.
Christ.
Jesus.
I saw a baby get a DUI there for drinking wine in a stroller. That's not drunk people.
What kind of babies do you see? Where the fuck do you live?
I know. I went to Italy for vacation. That's where I saw that weird shit.
Oh, in fucking Italy?
We saw it in communist Russia.
In communist Russia, I see weird things. I see babies without vodka. It's tragic. I see grown men be beaten by tiny beat. We had space program made out of bungee cord. That's how hardcore we were.
No, I'm pretty sure like all your rockets were powered by potato juice.
No, that's the Irish space program.
Oh.
Theirs was much more effective. They almost got out of the atmosphere. Until they
Does
had
anyone
to come
remember-
back down for booze.
Oh my god.
Does anyone remember that like Family Guy sketch where the Irish invented whiskey and they like regressed from being this like advanced civilization?
Yeah, I remember that. I think that was like early Family Guy.
I haven't
Oh
seen
wait,
that.
Family Guy. That I haven't
Are you
heard that
talking
name.
about like the Seth MacFarlane like DVD where it's like, hey, here's a bunch of gags?
Here's a bunch of gags Family Guy said no to. It's the movie 43 before movie 43.
Oh god, I remember fucking movie 43 when that was coming out. That thing didn't even come out a long time ago. I think it came out like around early 2010s.
Is that
No,
the
it
one
was
with,
2013,
like,
I
the
believe.
princess or something with like the like action, or is that just like called? I must be thinking of like generic action movie or whatever it's called.
You're probably
That'd be a
thinking
great
of
Another
title for a
Disaster.
movie.
Yeah, another
Disaster.
disaster movie. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh my god. Disaster movie was a disaster. Yeah.
We were kind of getting off topic here talking about Cartoon Network.
I mean, there's nothing really to say. They're just like new shows coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
there
mean-
are better shows replacing the old shows. Like, we got OKKO, which I think is a brilliant show.
Mhm.
I
It can be
love
cringy
it.
at times, but, you know.
Bro, I hate whenever like somebody just hates OKKO because they'll go like off model here and there.
No, like it's okay with OKKO.
It looks really reminiscent of like a hand drawn animation, like traditional.
Mhm.
Except you can tell it's
Yeah.
kind of digitally made, but other than that,
Yeah.
it's basically the first season of Dragon Ball, which is great in my mind. I really do hope they do the Dragon Ball thing where we have a time skip and we see like KO older.
Oh,
No,
that'd be really cool.
KO's just got a muscular body and it's just like a regular head.
Yep.
He is
He's just
Gar
like,
and
and
he
he
has to go
sounds
back
like
in
a
time.
Goku. He's like, "Hi everybody, it's me, KO." He's like walking
Fucking
around there, and
jacked
he grabs
and
someone's
shit.
tail. Hey, got your tail.
Mhm.
Man,
And then we
I need
get,
to
like,
watch
we
OKKO.
get evil K. We get Turbo KO played by Vegeta's voice actor. If she breathes, she's a thought.
Oh damn.
I'm just using that as an example.
It's a kind of a shame that I haven't seen much of OKKO since I'd probably like its, style of humor and I guess art style in general,
It's not for everybody though. I mean, some of their jokes get a little pop culture-y, and they do use butt and fart jokes here and there a lot.
No, it's not as the fart jokes like they don't use them that much and it's not as bad as like Teen Titans Goes.
Like,
Christ.
but there
I
are
know.
times you go, "Oh, come on, this scene didn't need a fart joke," and you know it.
Yeah, I don't know, like OKKO's like a good time.
And it has great characters.
Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite character?
Got a big fixation on muscles and furries.
Yeah.
It's a huge furry thing. Like, because I have a Tumblr, I know what
Oh,
they be
crap,
talking about.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Me.
What was like
I
your
just
favorite?
remember that. I just remembered the Teen Titans Go movie trailer had a fart joke in it.
Oh yeah, it had like a 30-second long fart joke, didn't it? That was garbage. I don't know why
you
human
just-
beings said it was good.
You pan back to a Native American somehow just crying at the side of it. I'm sorry, I mean Italian man, because,
Italian man with like their babies drinking wine.
No, just like an Italian man dressed as a Native American.
An Italian baby.
He got a pizza on his penis.
He's talking about that that recycling PSA featuring the Indian crying.
Oh yeah. For some reason, I want to see the Teen Titans Go movie. I don't know why. I just do.
It's kind of like you want to watch a car crash. You know you shouldn't be doing it, but
You do.
It's like the car crashed inside of your house.
And then the car crashed, got out of its own car, set itself on fire, did the can, and then it went back to burn itself to death, and then said something about Michael Jackson. You're just there in bewilderment at what just happened.
And then the victims in the car just like did the Cupid shuffle.
Did the Cuban Pete, which is weirder.
Yeah. All right, that makes more sense now. Who's your favorite like OKKO character though?
Bernard.
My favorite character was a one-time character.
I'm
do you remember
mine is Real Magic Skeleton.
Oh, all right, cool. Do you remember Succulentus? He was the cactus.
Oh, yeah.
From the Cactus Crew. He's played by Jonathan Davis of Korn. Yeah.
I knew that voice sounded very 90s.
Yeah. I remember just...
I'd probably...
he sounded a lot like Jonathan Davis. I'm like, it can't be him. And then, like, he... when he did, like, some of the Korn references, once I heard him do, "Are you ready?" I was like, oh god, it's him. It's actually him.
Wait, they got the frontman from Korn? Holy shit, that is crazy.
That was actually him.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Austin, what are you clicking on? Stop doing that. That's annoying.
Sorry, I'm playing with my Xbox.
Oh, you still play Xbox?
I'm playing Prey.
Oh. Alright.
I thought he was like on his mouse or something, just like clicking all over it.
He's clicking away all like the porn ads.
He's got a virus on his computer.
From all those hentais he watches, those Japanese cartoon porn.
Not hentai.
Man, Austin, you need to like put an ad block on your freaking computer.
Oh, but I don't want to.
Yo, your dad's texting you right now. If I catch you looking at cartoon titties again, I'm divorcing your mom.
No. He's already ashamed of me. He's like, I have a son as a grown man who collects dolls. Where did my gene pool go wrong? I'm like, well, for starters, you forgot to pull out, so...
Hey.
Jesus, my dog is... He's like...
I mean, like, if your parents ever say, where did I go wrong? You should say, well, you started it, you forgot to pull out, so...
You started it, you better finish it.
I'm just saying.
So is that like it for Cartoon Network bullshit? I guess so. I don't know.
What do you think of like...
there is something tragic coming to Netflix.
What?
Oh, what's that?
Shocker. The reboot of Reboot.
Let me talk about this.
Oh, why would they reboot?
I got a lot to talk about this. I loved Reboot, like, growing up, and then you wanna know something? Like, they're doing like every like reboot. It reminds me of like the Power Rangers movie. Do you remember that?
But that movie was fun. Well,
wait, which Power Rangers movie? The new one or like the 90s one?
The new one.
Oh,
it's like all these like reboot movies like seem the same. They're in high school and shit. They discovered like they're like the thing that everyone wants to see the show for and everything. It's dumb. And also like don't you love like how the animation like still hasn't like evolved?
Nope.
It's still made by like Rainmaker Studios.
That's just unfortunate.
No, there's no way that they're still using the same like models for the reboot that they basically had from the 90s.
No, check it out. Like, actually, Rainmaker's working on it. Didn't they change their name?
Yeah, I remembered, like, at some point, I don't know when it was, they went from being Mainframe to Rainmaker, and they started, like, working on all these direct-to-video Barbie films.
Actually, you got it backwards. They started out as Rainmaker, then they turned to Mainframe.
Which is a shame, because, like, yeah, they made a really... I don't want to be mean to Reboot fans, but let's face it, Reboot's animation was kind of shitty until it started going into the darker parts of the season. And this looks like it's from 2008 animation. I know it's Netflix, but damn, come on, Netflix has better animation than this.
Netflix normally just does well in the 2D department, like at Family Guy levels, though.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I saw like Megabyte and he looked fucking cool because like he was like one of my favorite characters in the show next to like Hexadecimal. She's the best.
Yeah. I haven't really seen Reboot. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't really like pay enough attention to it, even though it aired on like Cartoon Network. I was all crazy about those shows at the time on like Toonami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, back when Toonami had balls, went for a children's show and had to get rid of the first season of Gundam because of 9/11.
Oh, how do you feel about?
No,
like,
I think that was the first Mobile Suit Gundam series.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I called it the first
Was
season.
it? I don't remember that. Anyway, like do you feel like Toonami should stay around? Because I feel like it's pointless.
I mean, I think it's on way too late. It was kids being exposed to this. Kids and adults could watch it, together. And besides, their time slot, dude, like kids sleep on Saturday nights. They got to go to church in the morning or something.
I mean, it's airing on Adult Swim now. You can't like just have kids just watching it, even though they probably do,
Against their
and even then, like
will.
Toonami nowadays is just like for an adult demographic, for like the kids who grew up watching it. Now that we have like shit like Crunchyroll and other anime services, it's like, what's the point? Why just like wait once a week to watch like a random selection of generic shonen anime?
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is shonen anime. Then again, that's the only studio that's open. And they had big hits that everyone wanted sequels to that bombed to Japan that, even though I'm happy this bombed, Dead Man Wonderland.
Yeah, and also like all the anime you can just like watch them on like Crunchyroll and stuff. A lot of people go on the internet now.
It's the same way with like toy companies and so on. They're just like, why do we need you anymore? Because we can have it at the touch of a button.
It's like
apparently a lot of people are watching like Dragon Ball Super on Toonami. That's what everyone's watching it.
That's what something like Cartoon Network is gonna turn into, just a mobile app or something. Like I bet you there's gonna be some sort of subscription service that's either gonna try to ban.
I mean, that's basically what Boomerang is.
Or ban.
I mean, that's what Boomerang is for like all of their older shows like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. You can't like those days of them air, like the same shorts on TV are over. You basically just have to put them on an online platform and charge people like a monthly fee to like watch this shit,
Sadly, that's true. Because like TV's fucking dying, dude.
It is.
It's dying of a heart attack.
Yeah. No one's got like the attention spans for like television anymore. They rather just watch everything like all the way through.
With ad block.
Well, unless you're on Crunchyroll, then no one wants to pay.
I paid for Crunchyroll. I actually.
You have no idea like how many people will pay for their anime. Like it's out of a moral obligation, not because like
Thank God I'm not an anime fan.
I don't know, like
I've only seen one anime, like 10-episode short called Erased.
Oh, that's really good.
I've seen the live action one on Netflix. Apparently the anime is really good.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Wait, they actually did make a live action version of it?
Yeah, it was a TV show and it worked.
Oh.
So many things.
That reminds.
God, I'm gonna be so freaking mad if these characters look like absolute garbage. Like, I'm looking it up right now, and right as I press enter, I better not see 20-year-olds playing 12-year-olds. That's gonna make me so mad.
No, they're
that
kids
reminds
playing
me
kids.
of like
It has a strange
the live-action Full Metal Alchemist movie on Netflix, and it's apparently pretty awful.
I saw it. It's awful. I fucking couldn't watch it.
Them damn Asians taking our white roles.
Oh.
Just kidding, Asians. I love
What
you.
did they do?
Everyone's Asian.
What did they
Nah,
do?
just like the Full Metal Alchemist movie. It was just like so fucking unbearable to watch. I don't know why. Like it's played seriously, but compared like the Death Note Netflix movie, it's terrible. But like it's fucking hilarious to watch. Like you can watch it ironically. This you can't.
I don't know. I mean, they did capture a lot of moments very well. I thought the Nina scene was done, but there's something I have to say. They constantly had to use CG for like people like Al and Nina, and I'm just like, come on, was it that expensive to just get a guy in a costume?
I don't know. Like, what I can say is like some stuff just doesn't work in live action and can only work in animation.
No, the problem with the Full Metal Alchemist movie is the same problem as The Last Airbender. They try to like cram in as much like best of moments from like a pretty long show into like I guess a tight 2.5 hour package, and it's just like, well, okay, you got these scenes in, so where's the emotional resonance? Why should I care about what's going on the screen at the moment when you basically just given the minimal details of what exactly are the high points. I mean,
you must be emo. I personally liked it, but I agree with you. Everything felt crammed. It's like there were so many characters that needed to be here. It was like Ross was actually a big character, and the Lieutenant Ross was a really big character in the show, even though she spent the rest of her life with the Ishvalans until then you didn't even get Scar, who's like a big player in this, and he's important in the show. Like, he is a very cool character in the show, and they just don't even use him here. And it's like they don't even show flashbacks of the Ishvalan War. They don't even show what Ishvalans look like. They don't do anything. In fact, it should have just been a movie that took place in the first episode of Full Metal Alchemist. It should have been that, where they're in the town of Lior, you know, messing with the priest, got a girl to become an atheist out of determination, and then left with the special end credits of the homunculi messing with everybody.
Man, I mean, my only experience with Full Metal was watching Brotherhood, and I'll agree. And like, people will debate like which Full Metal is the better, the 2003 one or the 2009 one. But you know, you can't deny that like Brotherhood did a better job at like telling that story than like this movie ever could. And most anime fans would probably agree with me or something.
I think they're both good.
Mm-hmm.
They're all their own thing, and I admire that. And I felt that Brotherhood and 2003 both have goods and bads. The worst thing about Brotherhood is the homunculi, because the homunculi were a lot better written in the 2003 one because they had a reason to follow this evil person around. It's kind of like they were sick and she could take care of them, and their sickness was they were incomplete, and they wanted to be complete by that being turned human. In Brotherhood, they're just family, and they don't barely even talk to each other. They just glare at each other for an hour. Like a real family.
Aww.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just like, what? There's nothing. Only person I feel has any character growth is Greed. And he's killed off and resurrected again with a different voice actor. Troy Baker for the second one.
Yeah, it's pretty. I never really thought of it that way. It's been like a while since I've seen it, but I think we can all agree that the live-action Death Note movie is awful.
It is awful.
I have not seen it because I refuse to waste my life and energy on such garbage.
I thought it was okay.
The Death Note movie is awful, but I'd rather watch that than the Full Metal Alchemist movie.
It's because you don't speak Japanese, racist.
Oh god, I mean, you also have the Ghost in the Shell movie, which had the worst ending ever.
Yeah, why was she still white at the end? I mean, it would have made sense that she had a full Asian body at the end. Like, yeah, that's not her real body. Just get her a better face. And that's easy to do in that world, apparently.
I don't know. I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
Give you an Asian facelift right here.
Nice.
But no, she's just like, I'm still white. Just like, huh? I mean, it was a good movie to watch, but it's just like had the worst ending ever. But I really love the guy who played Batao. I liked him a lot, and the chief was really badass.
Nice.
Yeah.
I meant like I could lay down a lot of problems about the Ghost in the Shell movie, like how the fact it's a big city but barely anyone's in it. Could they not get any extras, or was everyone protesting the movie?
Oh man, it sounds like that one Will Smith movie, I Am Legend. I was thinking of this like one post-apocalyptic movie, Children of Man. I don't
it's
know
not
if
really post-apocalyptic. It's more of possible future.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen that movie. I don't really see much movies.
It's a really depressing movie, but it had a good ending.
Yeah.
It gets a little too real at times. Like, the camera loses focus of the main characters, and it just shows people, like, being locked in cages, lingers on it. And you're just, like, awkwardly sitting there going, like, what have we become?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Wait.
Unlike bad movies that just linger on a shot, and you're like, stop! Cut away!
Okay, so I guess, well, we really got off topic.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about why Cartoon Network sucks, but, like, there's not much to say about it anymore.
It's just kind
we
of
were talking about the upfront.
The upfront, like how Infinity Train is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Infinity, bro, that's going to be so good, and then it's going to become Adventure Time and Steven Universe. And then it's
everybody forgets about it.
Everybody forgets about it. And then they
OKKO's already starting to get that.
OKKO got it in like one season. Who knows how long it'll take Infinity Train to do that.
Like already, Enid's in a lesbian relationship with somebody. Let's see, they had an episode talking about racism. They already had one talking about gun violence.
Wait, there was a racism episode of OKKO?
Yep, they were talking about the POW cards and why Kappas aren't allowed. And it's like, don't Kappas eat people? And then someone said, racist! Racist!
Racist.
Wait, I didn't see that episode. What the fuck?
That was the one
like
where they were
saying
talking
that
about.
O.J. Simpson's a bad guy.
And then they said,
you
need to have POW card of Kappa. And then all of a sudden they did, and then they get all this bunches of money saying, wow, it does pay to not be racist. I'm like, what?
That's like making an O.J. Simpson football card and expecting people to call it bad.
It's more like saying, hey, there is a demanding audience for something. But they did it in such a weird way that made it feel like really forced and just odd.
I want to watch this right now.
Man.
I saw that episode. Aren't they like swimming on money or whatever at one part?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
It's weird. It's weirder than when Teen Titans Go recited the DuckTales theme.
No, they parodied the DuckTales theme,
but really poorly with royalty-free music.
And then they actually just said the lyrics in a plain, boring sentence.
That was the joke. Like, we just parody the freaking theme song, and it just sounds really redundant for them to just parody the DuckTales theme and just say the actual lyrics.
It's that... basically what cartoons, not just Teen Titans Go, but a lot of cartoons have become, they've become so self-aware and meta, they forgot how to actually tell a joke, where they go, right, audience, don't you hate these jokes? Wink. And then they do it again.
Bro,
and then they hammer it all in until the point where you just want to bash your head in. Yeah, Deadpool gets a pass at that because he's making fun of the stuff that's so overused, and he's having fun with it. These cartoons are just pointing it out and then point it out again with no fun put into it.
That's literally the whole Teen Titans Go reboot episode where they're like, where Control Freak is like, hey, I'm gonna reboot you.
I'm gonna be so mean to you because you're not the original show.
And then they're like, hey, we're lowbrow humor, look at us. And then it's just like a bunch of really bad fourth wall breaking lowbrow jokes.
And then they had that really sick kid on board with them. Like, which Teen Titans do you like? Teen Titans or Teen Titans?
Oh,
what was that episode?
That was a Make-A-Wish kid, apparently.
Really?
No.
What was the kid dying of?
Watching the show, I bet.
I looked up his name and I just thought it was like a joke episode. But that was such a weird thing. Like, you can't find him anywhere online, but it's obviously supposed to be like a Make-A-Wish kid.
I meant, no offense to that kid. He probably had a good time meeting all those voice actors.
Did, yeah.
And then he probably said, why do you make this show so bad? And then left. That's why he didn't speak.
No, he was probably a stupid kid who didn't, know about quality cartoons. Don't remind me of that one guy who got mad at that Steven Universe fan who leaked episodes online and was part of Make-A-Wish Foundation.
His Make-A-Wish was to make everyone suffer.
Have you ever seen that one Key and Peele sketch with that little kid Liam?
Yes!
I want to choke you to death or
Hey, Jack.
The funniest part is when he's like, I want to suck the last dying breath out of this.
Yeah, what is it, Random?
What was like that thing you told me about that you just said before about the Steven Universe leaking?
Oh, apparently someone that does like Steven Universe fan theories went on Twitter one day and like got mad that like some Make-A-Wish Foundation kid was like got to like see like new episodes premiere before they aired on like TV and was like spoiling them online. He was like, I don't care if you're part of this fucking Make-A-Wish thing. You shouldn't be doing that. He just acted like a spurg. It was pretty embarrassing.
Oh my god.
What
the fuck? That's really sad.
That's really depressing, yeah. I mean...
But, like, it was kind of a dick move for the kid to also, like, spoil everything.
Yeah, that was kind of a douche move of the kid.
I mean, I don't think the kid really knew any better.
How old
know?
was the kid? Like, I'd say 12 and up. You're to blame.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the kid didn't have to do it, but, like, but whatever. The kid didn't know better.
Yeah. I remember like someone brought that up on like the Smelly Boys podcast, and I really remembered just what a dick move that was.
I mean, the kid's dying, so he didn't give a shit. He was just like,
wait, what? The kid died?
No, who cares?
no, that would be terrible. Like,
that would have been terrible.
If you were gonna go out, you'd just be like, fuck it.
I'd spoil all the episodes. I'd convince them to read to
it's
me
like
the
that
whole
one
script
kid
as a
who
bedtime
wanted.
story.
Yeah, it's like that one kid who actually wrote in his will that if he ever died, he'd want his dad at his funeral dressed as the Grim Reaper, pointing at someone who randomly coughed.
You guys wait, do you think he'd do like the cartoon Grim Reaper voice? You know, that Jamaican accent?
No, you have to get the Grim Reaper from Billy and Mandy to go.
I was thinking more the one from Family Guy. I thought that one was funny.
That'd be hilarious to have the Grim Reaper from Billy and Mandy. Just dressed as the Grim Reaper.
Oh man, which Family Guy Grim Reaper? Norm Macdonald or Adam Carolla?
There's a difference?
Yeah, like in his first appearance, he was voiced by Norm Macdonald, but in subsequent appearances, he was voiced by Adam Carolla.
Oh man, I miss Maxwell Adams' artwork. His artwork was deranged. I think out of all the Cartoon Network shows, his still holds up because it's modern, but not too modern. You know?
Wait, I really like the art styles for like Kids Next Door. I think they're pretty distinct.
Yeah, but it's just a shame we won't see these artists anymore. I think they do other things now. I don't think they even want to get back into TV anymore. They just want to work in graphic design and just relax.
No, they still work on like TV shows. Max Adams worked on this Bunnicula show for Boomerang.
Bunnicula, he's still doing that.
No. I'm friends with him on Facebook. I'm not going to ask him that. I'm not going to. It's just like, so...
And like Mr. Warburton started like working on this Muppet Babies reboot for Playhouse Disney.
Oh my god, what?
No.
Wait.
No.
What?
That part of my childhood I'd like to have
Babies?
stay buried.
Yeah, a CG Muppet Babies reboot for Disney Junior.
Oh god. Oh, the humanity.
It's actually a thing.
The humanity.
Dang.
You maniacs.
No. Man, Austin, stop overreacting. It's not that bad.
But I just want to quote Planet of the Apes.
That makes no sense for something like the Muppets, you weirdo.
Yeah, you weirdo.
Nothing will ever make sense from me, Banana Hammock.
Yo, every time I think of like Muppet Babies, I think of like that one time where Chris Chan did like made like Sonichu's, and they made like his Sonichu babies, and he basically sang the theme song so bad.
Lives an awful life.
You mean Christina?
Yeah, Christine Chandler.
Oh.
Yeah, like in Sonichu, their baby forms are actually called Sonnies, and it's like
Sonny Jim,
and they look fucking disgusting. The babies, they're just like little fucking like little heads. They look like South Park characters.
Have you guys ever seen that one like Arabic South Park clone?
Arabic South Park porn.
No, I've never heard.
Valak's bum once, and I was like, "Hey, that's interesting."
You watched Mr. Vaseline my bum?
No, I only click on his clickbaity videos that actually interest me.
Do you guys watch that review guy who only reviews Powerpuff Girl episodes?
Oh yeah, I'm subbed to his channel.
Oh wait, who?
I mean, I like him, but it's just like you just want to tell him, dude, chill out.
Yeah, this is too much.
I know this one guy that still does like analysis videos on Adventure Time episodes.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's more pathetic, like doing videos on Adventure Time or Powerpuff Girls 2016.
It's an equal part shame mirror.
Because I don't know, I guess like Powerpuff Girls 2016 because no one gives a shit about it anymore.
It's not even on TV anymore.
No, technically they still air episodes on Boomerang, but not that frequently.
Oh god, they push it to Boomerang. It's gonna die
God help
soon,
us
then.
if they reboot like
Remember Be Cool
Dexter's
Scooby-Doo?
Lab.
Yeah. But apparently it wasn't as bad as people thought it was gonna be.
Oh,
I was
thought it
disappointed that it
fun.
wasn't super bad.
Wait, what was?
The special where they had the new Powerpuff Girl.
Oh god, that one was a fucking mess.
I'm disappointed it wasn't a destructive mess.
It was.
It's like, so when the girls get older, like their legs are gonna get long.
Oh shoot.
Oh damn.
And apparently they advertised that this other big recording artist is gonna voice her, but only in specific parts of the planet.
Ugh.
And then they had someone who played Marceline, I think.
Yeah, they had Marceline's voice actress play Blistina.
Yeah. I actually met her. I also met her dad.
Oh yeah, wasn't her dad like in it? Worked on SpongeBob.
I don't remember.
Did her dad greet you with a shotgun?
Yeah, no, like her dad also played like Marceline's dad.
Yeah, Hudson Abadir.
That
was
a good plot line. I like that.
You know what would have been a great Adventure Time episode? This is just my little pitch here. I've been thinking about this for years. What if Marceline called Ice King Dad by accident in front of her real dad? That'd be the best.
Amazing. I would be laughing so hard. You have no clue.
He didn't eat my fries, Dad. Unlike you.
Yeah, I only eat curly fries. Right, Gunther? What? You ate them? Little bastard.
Does anyone remember Bravest Warriors?
Bravest Turds.
Yo, Bravest Warriors, like the new season's being advertised like a lot.
Really? Because I haven't heard like anyone talk about it.
Yeah, they're on the 4th season.
What about that new show, Final Space, or whatever?
I hear that's really good.
I saw the pilot episode. It's really strange.
My one, complaint is that the main character, the protagonist, doesn't really seem like a real human being in the ways that he has, this insanely large ego. And
he's also insane.
Yeah, and he's also insane. So, the
only
only
you understand
thing
why, but it's that's not really a protagonist people want to hang around with.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I think of a protagonist, I think of Finn and Steven Universe and people that you're gonna be spending every episode with, and you don't mind spending every episode with them. And the only thing Final Space would ever have going with it would probably be the supporting characters to support the main character, literally.
Good thing Steven's penis has saved the day.
No. He's a minor. No. He's a minor.
Thank God for Steven's penis.
You're going to jail. He's a minor.
Wait, I haven't actually seen Final Space yet. I know it's airing on TBS and all, but it's so weird because, that's another show I haven't seen people really talking about much.
Because it wasn't that good. It was mediocre at best. It was if...
mediocre!
The problem was that Conan worked on it, and Conan is just kind of garbage.
Oh,
the Barbarian?
No. Conan O'Brien just produces shows. He doesn't, create them. All I know is that apparently they're also airing the show on Adult Swim, but, a week after, a new episode premieres.
I want to check it out because I actually hear really good things about it.
Oh, Tom Kenny's in Final Space. He plays a guy named Hugh.
He played Mr. Jellybean in Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Tom Kenny's a
Oh yeah, that's
rapist.
right. He did that. That was funny.
I think it originally was like a web series, and then it became like a TV show.
Yeah, I have no idea who this Olin Rogers guy is anyway.
Olin Rogers.
I know that the creator of Moonbeam City also did the Sex Offender Shuffle.
Oh my god, I love that video.
Did he really?
Awesome.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to find that out.
I still want to know what Sam Pound actually did in that bathroom. All I know is like they cut to it, then you just see the other offenders just look at him, just like disturbed.
I don't know. He looked like he was like before like it cut off. It like showed him like sticking his hand up like some hold or something. I think he fucking fisted someone.
They're like, wow, we're monsters, but we would never do that.
I'm Sam Pound. I'm number one.
Number one is that? That's not a good sign.
Oh no.
Number one on the hit list.
That is why he is number one on this list.
I wonder what voice Tom Kenny uses in this show.
And they had Ron Perlman. I love Ron Perlman so much. He looks like a bargain bin Will Ferrell.
Oh my god, they also have Keith David. Hell
no,
yeah.
Will Ferrell has become a bargain bin Ron Perlman at this point.
Oh, man.
I mean, did you see Daddy's Home 2?
Oh.
I have not seen Daddy's Home.
No. No,
good, because I
did
didn't,
things to do.
I saw Mel Gibson. I'm like, nope, too crazy for me.
Oh damn.
Okay.
The funny thing is, his character in the movie, he looks like a bum, but really he's an astronaut.
I had a science project at school, and we had to name it something, and so I just like quickly wrote down Ron Perlman it was a group project too that was worth like a bunch of points. So like we had to present this project in front of the class, and you just see like the name Ron Perlman right up there because that's what we named our project.
So is that
Ron
like
Perlman, what happened to ye?
So is that like it for news or something? I don't know.
Well, I have some on upcoming movies if you guys are interested in hearing.
Tomb Raider comes out in like what?
I'm kind of interested because I am a Tomb Raider fan.
I was saying more of a Pacific Rim Uprising, and do you remember the 80s, the movie Ready Player One?
Oh my goodness, that movie's just gonna like consume my money 3 different times.
What do you think? I was gonna be in Ready Player One.
Well, they did have a scene where someone turns into RoboCop, so I'm like,
RoboCop.
Literally anything is possible. They literally had Tracer. I was like, what?
Well, it's probably just going to be like the stuff that has like pop figures and shit.
Yeah, pop figures the movie.
I wish pop figures were just actually real action figures instead of just pop figures, because Funko can actually make stuff like that. They made Rocketeer figures, for God's sakes.
I mean, I kind of prefer the boxes that they're in, because I like to like stack them up because I have like 30 different pops. And it makes
they don't do anything.
Defense Against
They look
Pops,
nice on your shelf.
They're cheap. They're cheap, and sometimes they can be like the only like merch you can get of like certain things you like. So you just got to go with what you got.
Go with what you got. I don't know. This movie could be a masterpiece or a piece of crap. Like,
it's probably going to be like a piece of shit, since like most people are so against like nerd culture now for some reason. Even though like,
I think we should bully nerds again.
Women characters. Remember Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters. That was an awful movie.
I actually saw it I saw it recently. I actually hated it. I couldn't stand watching it.
My friend almost died watching it. Like, we went to see it on opening day.
Oh, jeez.
And he was just, like, I had never seen a person in a movie so uninterested in it. And there were a couple Ghostbusters fans. They didn't laugh once. And behind us, we heard giggles and chuckles. And we turned to see the stereotypes of feminists, like dyed hair, a little bit obese. Ask me about my feminist agenda shirts.
A little bit obese.
Just a little.
A little bit.
And then they even had the nose rings. Nose rings. I'm like, oh my god, this is a nightmare. And it's
do they got like the fucking the wing glasses too?
Oh, well, they do
I
have.
love
They
those
were wearing glasses, but it was dark in the theater, so I couldn't tell what kind they were. Some of them were thick rimmed, from what I remember.
The bitch glasses.
It was like when we got out of there, we were just like, he was like, why did you take me to see this? And I'm like, I am so sorry. If you wanted to beat me up right now, I would not be mad at you. And he says, I'll think about it.
I mean, we should be grateful that film was like a box office failure, and that there's probably never going to be another sequel.
And they say, well, this film inspired women to be scientists. I think they inspired women out of spite because they want to prove scientists aren't stupid like those characters.
Wait, what science? There was no like accurate science in that piece of shit.
They didn't even have anything scientific. They're just like, aren't we all friends? Let's talk about how much friends we are. Let's be friends.
No, I thought it was just like a bunch of really shitty ad-libs and pop culture references that were dated. Not to mention all the Papa John's product placement.
Stop dancing. Remember, Roadhouse, stop dancing.
There needs to be more Domino's product placements in the
Domino's
Ninja Turtles movies.
I mean, I miss Domino's. The Ninja Turtles is the only reason I freaking eat Domino's. It's just like it's part of your childhood.
Wait, what? Really?
Well, in the original 1990s Ninja Turtle movie, Mikey orders a Domino's pizza, and he refuses to tip him.
Motherfucker.
Wait, I thought they ate like Pizza Hut, not Domino's.
I'm talking about the 90s one, the first one. And I actually know people at Domino's, and I say the exact line, and everyone there knows what it's from.
Good.
It's just like, I'm glad Domino's knows
the 2014 one, they had Pizza Hut.
And then in the 2016 one, they had nothing.
Apparently
they lost that sponsor.
They broke their tradition.
They were like,
what about
Ninja Turtle movie is going to be amazing. See, it's the first one.
Pull
out.
They're monsters!
What about Ninja Turtles 2 from the 90s? What'd they have? Domino's as well?
The sequel, they didn't have... weird, all the Ninja Turtle sequels sponsors pull out. I don't know why.
I have no idea.
Probably because the first one was just that awful, I guess.
The first one was good. The 2014 one was terrible, but like...
You knew the 2014 was terrible when they sponsored Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, just like, come on, we know you're for
Pizza Hut
Pizza
is right under Domino's. The only thing you go right with is Papa John's. I love Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Let's do a tier of like the best tier of the best pizza joints. Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars.
I never had Little Caesars ever.
Their stuff is very filling.
But okay, I guess like, are we done with news or can we go like to the main topic?
I kind of want to talk about.
Well, I was just about to say Pacific Rim. Yay or nay? Are you excited for it?
No, because Del Toro isn't directing.
But he chose the director for it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's automatically gonna be good.
I don't know. I was never into the first one.
You monster!
I never saw the first one.
You monster again!
Actually, I think I did see the first one.
We're not monsters.
I must have just been like... I must have just seeped out the other end of my brain because it just kind of goes in like that Spider-Man-y kind of category. For me, at least. I'm just not a big action movie fan, I suppose.
But it's not just a action movie, it is the action movie.
I'll give it another shot, and if I like it, then that's good.
I don't know, like, you'd probably like it. I can't really say since I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
The one thing I think is detracting people from it is the fact that they're shoving the whole sequel thing down people's throat, and the fact that there's barely any good marketing for it, even though a lot of the action scenes look amazing.
What do you guys think about the new Smash game coming up?
Yeah, we're getting a new Smash game. It's gonna be a port.
No, it's not gonna be a port. Alright, if you look in the bottom right corner of the Smash trailer, right at the end when it shows the logo and everything, it says original game 2018 copyright and all that junk. And like, wouldn't that basically confirm that it's a new game? Not
Damn
a
it,
port?
Aiden! You ruined my joke. I knew it was gonna be a new game.
Did you
Oh.
really?
I thought, okay.
Honestly, I'm really excited for it.
Alright, I think, who you guys think it's pretty obvious that ARMS is going to be in it, even though ARMS doesn't even deserve a spot, because that game is way too overpriced.
Yeah. Also, Skyrim is like overpriced on the Switch. Like it's like fucking $60.
Payday 2 is also overpriced on the Switch.
There's a lot of overpriced games on the Switch.
Yeah.
Again, I feel left out of this because I play Xbox.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's not about Microsoft anymore. This isn't 2001 anymore. We gotta talk about Nintendo and Sony consoles, motherfucker.
I have an Xbox One X, but I never play it, I swear.
Why did you even buy one in the first place?
Because I was promised it'd be the new best 4K console ever, but I was lied to, because it's not even real 4K.
Are you guys gonna get Kingdom Hearts?
I want Kingdom Hearts 3 so bad, but I don't got a PS4.
They
Well,
better
yeah.
port it over to PC. I would jump on that so bad if they
Yo,
They
same.
have it already getting ready to be released for Xbox. So
They
I'm
need to port it to the Switch. Port every game ever to the Switch.
That's literally your answers to life. Every game on the Switch, on the go. That's like the best thing ever.
What about the game of life?
No.
Port it over to the
No
Switch.
board games.
Like,
Why do you think we got Undertale on the Switch?
bro, Undertale, it's a game you play once and then you never play again.
No, we need Sans to be in the new Smash. The dream.
I hate that that's a meme. It makes me so mad. I do
Please,
not
no.
want Sans in the new Smash.
I
would-
don't want this. This is making me upset. It's making me upsetty.
Yeah, like mom spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Because your memes are weak. On your arms are spaghetti.
You know, I'm glad that Nintendo finally decided to port Undertale to one of their systems now that, like, the hype for that game has died down considerably.
I don't know, like, people still enjoy the game, so, like, people are still gonna buy it.
Didn't, like, the creator Toby Fox say he's working on Undertale 2 or something?
I'm sorry. I just...
He's using his douchebag evil man laugh.
He sounds like a nostalgia critic.
Ew.
I don't know.
Oh,
One of
you
my
want something
friends
funny?
said I sound like J.G. Quintel recently.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually kind of flattered by the comparison.
How sweet.
JG Quintel is like that man I want to become. He's so, like, mellow and chill.
I met JG Quintel. He's a really chill guy.
Did you ask him about his diaper fetish?
No, I never knew about this.
Yeah, so apparently, like, there was an episode of regular show, like, Mordecai, if he lost a bet, he'd have to wear a diaper, and he basically did at the end of the episode.
Oh, yeah. What about the one where he has to be attached to Muscle Man for a full day? Like 10 hours or something?
That's Rigby.
No, that was Rigby.
Oh, no, that was Rigby. Yeah, alright, Mordecai. Yeah, I remember now. I remember Mordecai was the one with the diaper.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's been a while. Oh,
Oh,
man.
speaking of, like, Toby Fox, I remember Toby Fox, tweeted, oh, guys, hey, Undertale's gonna be on the Switch, but fucking Super Smash Bros, guys!
Yeah, that was a great tweet. Toby Fox seems like a pretty humble guy, in my opinion.
Yo, do you remember when he tweeted Undertale was a mistake?
Finally,
No, he actually did that. Yeah, like, I only played through Undertale, like, once, and I'm like, alright, this was a fun game, and then I just, like, didn't play it again, because, I don't know, I enjoyed it.
You enjoy it, but you don't want to pick. It's like a game that you should only experience once, like the Stanley Parable. You pick it
Yeah,
up
the
for like
Stanley Parable.
You pick it up for a little bit and then you put it down
Terrible,
forever.
more like fucking terrible.
Because once you get all the endings, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I know, I only drew like one Undertale fan art. It was just like a quick little sketch for someone. I drew like Muffet.
Muffet's the spider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first Undertale fan art I saw was either her or that one ghost with the headphones.
Naps the Blook.
It's mediocre, but so many better games are coming out. Like we got Crackdown 3, which looks amazing.
How do you feel about Crash Bandicoot?
Switch, yeah.
Yeah, holy
Once
shit.
I heard Crash, I was like, we're gonna talk about Crash.
I was like,
I'm a bit disappointed that your generation knows that, because that was like, I think, Random Hero and I's generation. I understand video games are generationless, but like, that was our thing. We died for this, but we're not.
Yeah, like that fucking shocked me.
I really want to play Crash so bad because I've only had a PlayStation 2 and no other PlayStations, and
I never had a PlayStation.
And I want to play God of War, the new one, and I want to play Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, and Kingdom Hearts. Those are the 3. Oh, and Persona 5. I should just buy a PS4 at this point. I want to play so many games on there.
The only games I really want to play are Nier Automata and Persona 5, since I'm a fucking weeb.
God damn it. Anyway, like the reason I got like a lot of like PlayStation like exposure because my cousins, they were Sony kids and I was like a Nintendo kid. So whenever I visit my cousins, like they would have like the PS2 and like PS1. So I would play like Crash Bandicoot with them. I would play Kingdom Hearts, Jack and Daxter.
I remember God of War.
Also, yeah, you know they're gonna remaster Jack and Daxter.
I want Jack and Daxter. I love them.
They're already remastering the raccoon guy.
Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
Aren't they giving him a TV show?
Was it the TV show? I thought.
No, I don't know.
I thought it was like a Ratchet and Clank kind of deal where they had a movie or TV show or whatever, and a reboot.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. Ratchet and Clank like had a movie and a tie-in game that was basically just like
better than
the freaking scenes from the movie were the cut scenes along with some gameplay.
Oh my goodness, that's kind of scummy.
Only the game was better than the movie.
Yeah.
Like legit, the best video game thing so far these days is Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Castlevania. Didn't that get greenlit for a second season?
Yeah, it's gonna be more episodes because the first season had like 4 episodes.
Man, I need to watch that. I'd probably really like it.
Yeah, check it out. It's really bloody too.
Yeah.
Very bloody, and the acting is kind of lazy.
I didn't mind it.
It's good. Well, the main hero has lazy acting. Everyone else is actually trying. Kind of like a Black Panther thing where everyone else is better than the main hero.
Oh yeah, like speaking of video game movies, isn't there going to be like a Rampage film this year?
Oh,
yep,
literally just Grey King Kong. It looks so horrible, I swear.
That trailer was awful. It just focused on like The Rock having some kind of bond with that gray monkey, and I'm just like, what the hell is this shit, man?
It's Transformers, but with monsters.
Bro, they better...
I mean, you can't actually expect a CG creature to carry a movie on its own, right?
No.
I mean, but I expect all 3, or was it 4? 3, the 3 or the 4. I think it was 3 on like NES or SNES and 4 on the arcades. I don't remember, but I expect to see all the Rampage monsters in the film, not just a combination of the Grey Wolf and the monkey.
Man, I actually never heard of like the Rampage series until like that trailer came out.
There's
I was
only
like,
one game. It's like,
I mean, it looks just so dumb and fun. Like, you can tell everyone's having fun with it, but I'm like, I hope it's not just another Transformers thing where the human characters get so much screen time where you see something awesome, then all of a sudden they cut back to a human person doing something.
God.
Nobody cares about the humans.
I remember watching like the first Transformers film a while back, and I was kind of like stunned as to how much it actually focused on the humans. And even then, like, the worst part of those films is whenever they try to like shoehorn in comedy, because it's always bottom of the barrel tier shit.
It's just to get those like little giggles in the back of the movie theater that are from like the moms that are like, ha, so funny.
Man,
It's because moms don't want to go see a movie animated. They want to see The Rock or like Mark Wahlberg with his shirt off. They want to see they want to see Mark Wahlberg with his shirt off stabbing the.
no, I was talking about like the first one with Shia
See Die
LaBeouf,
Hard.
not like the reboot of sorts with Mark Wahlberg.
They won't accept that it's a reboot, will they?
Oh God!
In fact, every movie they've made is a reboot.
That is
It
true.
just gets worse.
But,
Haven't the Transformers like left the planet like twice or something?
And I hear like the Bumblebee movie is the last one, and then they're just gonna completely redo everything. New origin.
Oh no!
No, just wipe it clean. No Michael Bayism.
Hey guys, do you remember when like Tom Kenny played one of like the twins in the second Transformers?
Yeah, he played
It's a
one of the
mud flap.
racist Autobots.
One of the racist ones.
Get the mud flap, know what I mean? Michael
you guys
Bay
wanna-
said, "Hey, it's not my fault. Kids liked it." What kids did you show this to? American kids from the suburbs. Oh yeah.
You guys want to move on to the topic of the day, the
Sure.
Ren
Yeah.
and Stimpy and its impact on animation?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a great topic I suggested. Yay me!
Its impact was, look at this. Isn't this shocking?
That's Adult Party cartoon.
No, he's talking about like the original, how it was basically like this kid show on Nickelodeon that would, in pretty much every episode, would have like a few scenes that were pretty disgusting and shocking.
It's kind of like the close-ups in SpongeBob where they would have like the horrid faces.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically where like the gross-up close-up, as we know, originated from.
Yeah. If you want to know, like Ren and Stimpy, like influenced like a lot of like creator-driven shows, because back in the '80s they were mostly like made to like sell toys in the '80s, like
Pretty cool.
Transformers.
Ren and Stimpy, I've never seen like any toys of them at all.
There was like some like merchandise of it. Like I remember there was this one photo of Kurt Cobain with a Stimpy plushie.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Kurt Cobain was like a huge fan of the show. Like Ren and Stimpy had like a huge like following that were like young adults back in the day.
Yeah, it was kind of like SpongeBob or Adventure Time of its time. Like this kids show that had a pretty like hipster adult following of sorts.
Hmm. Yeah, and it also like it made people challenge like what they could show to kids. They challenged their viewers.
Though to be fair, like there were a lot of episodes that were like heavily edited, like, and that was like a real big problem between like John Kay and Nickelodeon. Like he wanted to like do stuff that no one else would have ever thought would be capable of doing in kids television, while Nickelodeon's standards and practices were like basically had to like give him like notes on like what he could and couldn't show. And that created this kind of like tension between Spumco and the network.
It's kind of like the censored episode of a regular show
Oh yeah, the one.
where it's like, you made me mad or something. What is it?
Yeah, where it was originally like Mordecai said, "You pissed me off." Then they changed it to "You tick me off."
Yeah, no, remember, you're a plank.
Oh yeah, that was
You're a
like in the
plank.
Brit. They never even changed that in the American version. They still called each other turds.
I think turd is okay. Kids say turds all the time. I mean, for goodness sakes, 5-year-olds say faking gay on YouTube forums.
Yo,
Fucking
Ray
gay.
William Johnson's dead.
Didn't they like
Does-
have like remade Spumco things for Adult Swim?
Oh, like John Kay has done like animation station IDs for the network, like just featuring his art style, and he's basically been using Flash a lot more for like freelance projects. Like he did this like concert tour video for Miley Cyrus because he was commissioned.
I'm gonna look this up.
John
Yeah, I
Kay.
remember seeing some of those on YouTube because I heard like John Kay was a part of this. This was like, I don't know when this was. This was like like early 2010s.
Yeah.
When I heard about this.
Basically, when Miley Cyrus left Hannah Montana and become what she is today.
White trash. White trash.
Yeah.
Well, her dad's like, "That's nice, baby. Give me my money."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he also did a music video for Bjork. If any of you remember
God,
Bjork.
Yeah,
I saw.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that video. The animation was like really good on that one.
And that's the thing, like John K knows his shit about animation. The problem is that he's such this demanding taskmaster that he basically has to like change every single little detail that his animators do until he thinks it's perfect, and that's like one of the main reasons why most people think he got fired from Nickelodeon was because like just it took so long for them to come out with episodes, and like you know like how networks are, they got like the set time to like get these episodes out in the air, and he was just like spending so many times like refining the little details. It was just infuriating to like deal with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, like I'm friends with like Bob Camp. He worked on like Ren and Stimpy a lot with John K. like during the beginning of the show. And I have never seen someone hate a human being this much in my life, because I don't even have to bring John K up, and Bob Camp would just fucking rant about like John K so bad.
Yeah, John K is definitely one of the best. He definitely innovated Nickelodeon a lot, and Nickelodeon has a lot to thank him for, but
like John K's a fucking psychopath.
he is. He will chop your nipples off if you do not do what he says.
Did I
Well,
tell you
he's
about John
Canadian,
dogs.
so, I mean that's what all Canucks are like. They're insane.
Mm-hmm. Did I tell you my John K stories?
No. Is it okay for you to tell them?
Yes. These ones I can tell you. During Comic-Con, like someone commissioned him to do a drawing for something, so like he had to draw this person. So John K drew himself beating up this guy in his cosplay. And he was all bloody and shit.
He's bloodier than a stump.
Yeah, and then like my friend PJ, like he's on like my podcast, the Tap Podcast, and like he told me when he met John K, he just went up to him. He's like, "How's it going, John?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Hey, I really loved Ren and Stimpy." He's like, "Yeah, what did you like about it?" He's like, "I thought it was really funny. The animation was good." And we're like, "Really? What made you thought it was funny and stuff?" And he would be like super pretentious. Like he wants like compliments.
He's like the worst and best human at the same time. He deserves like an Oscar for the worst and best human to ever exist.
Yeah, he sounds a lot of like classical composers like Beethoven or Mozart. Like they were probably insufferable people to be around with, but they could like create great works of art.
Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of like that way towards directors, where if they're the biggest assholes on the planet, but they can make amazing things, and if you're a nicest guy ever, you make shitty things?
Yeah, I like like Roman Polanski.
That's bad.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I know people who are like down to earth, but they make like great stuff. Like when I met Jamie Hewlett of Gorillaz, he's like so down to earth. He's so nice, and he's like my favorite artist.
Who, Jamie?
Jamie Hewlett.
I thought.
Jamie Hewlett of Gorillaz.
Yeah, he's like the artist side, like Damon Albarn of Blur. He's the one who basically writes their songs.
I met him
So
too.
he does everything.
Does Jamie Hewlett even do?
He
anything?
basically just designed the characters and like does art stuff for Gorillaz.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does
but-
all the art.
You think Damon feels a bit upset that that's pretty much all Gorillaz is known, rather than the music and what it means?
No, I
that
thought it
that's
was like
pretty much
known for
right.
the music, and like because I thought their whole gimmick was that they were treated seriously, like they were actual musicians, even though they were just an animated band.
Yeah,
Here's the
that was the
thing,
whole
like,
gimmick.
The reason
I
they
thought
did
it was
this.
going to be like they were a parody of it.
All right. Here's the reason why Gorillaz was made. Gorillaz was made because they were sick of all the shit on MTV. People are just like glamorizing like these icons. So they're like, let's create
Reject
like
false icons. Yeah.
yeah. So they created like just like a cartoon band, and people will be like, Alright, people will like not just like the star, but like the music itself. And people love the Gorillaz' music, and they love their music videos. And they didn't question like who was behind it.
What would be your top song for Gorillaz besides like the obvious ones like Feel Good Inc. and Clint Eastwood?
Empire Ants, Hong Kong,
Melancholy Hill,
yeah,
Do You Thing. Do You Thing does not get enough love.
She's My Caller, I like a lot. Also,
I don't like Dare at all. I don't know if it's just being a meme thing or if Dare is actually, because like if you go to Google Play Music, Dare is like one of their top songs, and it frustrates me so much because it's not a good song at all, and it makes me so mad.
Also, like Kids with Guns is really good. Last Living Souls.
Dirty Harry is pretty good.
Yeah. Gorillaz reminded me of Studio Killers.
No, like Studio Killers, that they were like Gorillaz came first.
Yeah, I mean, I know it. I mean, you could tell that something like Studio Killers was like inspired by Gorillaz.
Yeah.
But, like, man, we were talking about Ren and Stimpy, weren't we?
That's not even a main topic at this point. It's just like there's no direction to this at all. But it's not as bad as the other
nice. Pizza Party podcast.
I know, it's nice because like these are like just like it's genuine, like genuine conversations.
Yeah.
Well, if you could call any of us genuine people.
Oh shit.
Speaking of John K, has anyone ever seen like his lesser known show, The Ripping Friends?
No,
oh yeah, I remember that. That was on Foxbox all the time.
Yeah, I remember watching that, and I knew it was like John K, like back then. I was like, but I just didn't want to look at it because like the Ripping Friends were so fucking buff in it, and I was like, and it made me super uncomfortable.
Yeah, that show only lasted like 13
they had a Game
episodes.
Boy game. That's amazing.
Yeah, they had one on like the fucking Game Boy Advance.
Like an episode, like a Game Boy game, or like just a Game Boy Advance video thing.
No, they had like a fucking game.
That, oh my god, man! Anything in the 2000s could get a video game, couldn't it?
A Game Boy game and DS game. I wonder what happened to that Mean Girls DS game. Did they ever recover that?
I don't know if they did.
I want to play that so bad. Oh, I swear to God, I was at Walmart one day, and I literally see a $2 copy of Cory in the House for the DS. And I wanted it so bad. But I didn't bring my money with me, so I couldn't get it, and then the next week it was gone. Somebody memed it before I could meme it.
Fuck.
Bro, it was like $2 though, so it would have been a steal to meme and play Cory in the House for the DS.
Yo, do you know what I think should be like a game on the DS?
What?
The Maury Show.
The goal is to like yell into the microphone louder than the other person.
Yeah.
You'd basically have to confirm who was the dad.
Who's the father?
You have to perform the DNA test and everything.
Collect all the semen samples.
It'd be like Phoenix Wright, except more realistic.
You gotta get the sperm sample, so you gotta like jack off with touch
controls.
No!
Oh my god. No.
This is a trip.
How would that even be possible? What,
you gotta move the stylus faster and faster.
No, do you gotta like get it? Do you have to like jack off and like come on like the fucking like DS cartridge, then put it in the DS? I don't know how liquids work with technology.
You don't know what
all I know is that all I know is that you can't put your own jizz inside of a toaster.
Damn.
Oh god. That reminds me of this thing that's called hot gluing, where like people would get like their My Little Pony dolls and put them in jars of their own semen and just like let it harden for months on end.
Oh my goodness. That's sickening. Jeez.
Yeah, well, that's the brony fandom for you. They were a fucking cancer.
Thank God their fandom has, just gone away.
No, it's more shamed upon.
Yeah.
Should be.
My friend, he wears a brony t-shirt, and I hate it so much. I want to burn it so bad.
Does he wear a trilby?
Oh man, but he has the longest hair ever, and he needs to cut it. If he actually listens to this whole podcast, he will know how much he needs to cut it.
You need to cut it off like a bad turd.
How long is his hair?
It's like a short girl's hair, but it's really curly.
I don't know, my hair's like down to my shoulders.
Yeah, his hair is about to reach his shoulders, but he's in the 8th grade, so it's not really.
God damn. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, like, you're 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm an old boy.
We old, but we good boys.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the oldest one here? I'm 23.
Yeah, it's you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Am I gonna go to jail now?
Yes. Yeah, you shouldn't
have
been on
Austin,
a podcast with
you're the old guy.
Yeah,
Austin. You goddamn whippersnappers.
Get out of here, you fucking pedo.
All I want is to show
You're
you my
preying on
pony
Jack.
collection. Is that a crime, kids?
I just want to jack off to My Little Pony hentai. Is that a crime?
No.
Yes.
I mean, if it was like their human versions, then maybe it'd be okay.
I just want to jack off to Boku no Piku.
No!
No! They kicked out.
Oh my god.
They had viewing parties for Boku no Piku.
Me and my friend actually watched Boku no Pico one time.
No.
No.
That poor dude. Like, anyone who's ever watched that, even by accident, I feel nothing but pity for you, and I hope that your therapy bills are covered. But if you actually like watching it, I hope you go to jail.
Like, it's awful, but the best thing is that, like, all the penises are pixelated, so you don't get to, like, see, like, little boy flesh.
Who created that? Who said, an anime company sign-on says, we will make a shitload of money off.
Didn't, like, PewDiePie, like, watch fucking Boku no Pico, and that kind of shocks me because most of his, like, following is, like, 10-year-olds.
Now, PewDiePie's basically become a lot more edgier after it came out he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
Not really.
He did a video on Chris Chan.
Oh, that's how I learned about Chris Chan.
Oh.
You just learned... Imagine, like, learning about Chris Chan through PewDiePie. That is...
How fucking sad.
That is pretty pathetic.
How come everyone's like wondering about Chris Chan now? Because I've been following this Chris Chan thing for fucking years.
I still can't believe Chris Chan is like
an
actual human being. Yeah, like he actually has feelings and emotions, and
there was like
Sonic so much.
The Liquid Chris saga really made people question whether or not it was an elaborate ruse.
More like the liquid pizza.
Okay. No, we're not doing that. Butch Hartman did like a video on Teen Titans Go recently.
Can Butch Hartman die?
Butch Hartman no longer an animator, he's now a YouTuber.
Yo, can you imagine? Hey, you know when he left Nickelodeon? Imagine if he left Nickelodeon so he can be a full-time YouTuber.
I mean, like, it's kind of amazing how people didn't realize Fairly Odd Parents was canceled until, like, he made that video about it. And I'm just like, really, guys? That should have been obvious. Like, Nickelodeon not ordering any more episodes should have been a clear sign.
It should have died after the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour thing.
After Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2.
They made, like, a third one, and that one was pretty bad.
I like the one with, like, a bunch of TV references.
Oh yeah, Channel Chasers.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized?
What did you realize?
You know do you know who was an executive producer on Fairly Odd Parents for a while?
Who?
Scott Fellows.
Oh no!
Who?
The guy who made Johnny Test.
Oh my goodness.
Well, he also made Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Okay, that was good.
Oh, wait, for real? That's amazing.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, his stuff, I don't think, like, he really had that much input on Johnny Test, which is why it became this piece of shit it is.
Remember when Johnny Test was like the Teen Titans Go of Cartoon Network, and all you'd hear is he's got a head, fiery hair, and a turbocharged backpack.
Yeah, didn't it sound like the fucking American Idiot by Green Day?
That theme song is literally a ripoff of American Idiot. And this actually blew my mind, but you know that guy Gil Next Door?
Mm-hmm.
His last name is literally Next Door.
God fucking damn it.
Who?
Doesn't Johnny have a teacher called Mr. Teacher Man?
Yeah, he did!
I had a dream where Mr. Teacher Man from Johnny Test was touching my butthole again.
That was so creative. Like those names, that was A+ writing there.
That was like, that's better than like a Mr. Crocker, like any teacher ever.
Croc blocked.
Oh god.
I'm gonna go, bro. That was like the embodiment of a 10-year-old's like fantasies of like inflating yourself.
I freaking.
You remember that episode where Johnny Test gets inflated? He chews like bubble gum or something, doesn't he?
In like Fairly Odd Parents, where like Cosmo and Wanda got inflated.
No, like Wanda got inflated.
I think every cartoon character should be inflated at least once.
Oh
no, we don't need that.
Like even if it's like a Family Guy.
One of my favorite Fairly Odd Parents gags was like in the Watch episode where like that could redo time. Like there was a moment where like this water balloon hit this French couple, and then one of them said, "We surrender." For the longest time, I had no idea what that joke even meant.
That's like a stereotype with like French, are like, "We surrender."
Oh.
Yeah, don't you remember World War II and how they surrendered to the Nazis pretty easily? There was also this episode where like Timmy wished for the Founding Fathers to come to Dimsdale, and it somehow made the present like England.
Oh yeah, I remember
that. Just
a
bunch of English stereotypes. That was really weird.
It was
and
like
also,
18th or 17th century. No, it was what would it be?
18th century.
Yeah, 18th century England.
Yeah,
and also, they had to fight Benedict Arnold because he was the traitor, even though he really wasn't evil.
Well, didn't Benedict Arnold like betray?
Yeah, he did,
Americans?
and that's why most people hate him. But in the show, they just portrayed him like a villain, and it was really weird.
Because hatred sells.
Oh man, they start pulling down statues of Benedict Arnold.
Remember that Johnny Test episode where Johnny like brought back like the founding fathers of like pork belly, and they just started like going around the town just liking the new technology and shit.
No, they were like zombies.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
If that episode was made now, they'd be like playing with fidget spinners and shit, like vaping.
In Johnny Test, they literally did like the Mario Kart plotline like 8 different times.
Mm-hmm.
In Johnny Test, they made our sadness times 11.
Yeah, they whipped us with our sadness.
It's actually funny because the whip crack sound effect became more prominent in like the later seasons when like it just started airing exclusively on Cartoon Network here.
Yo, do you remember like that one edit someone just like added a shit ton of whip crack sound effects in one scene?
Oh man, I remember this one video where like they counted the number of whip cracks in like one episode, and it was like almost 200.
It was like 190.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that. That's pretty good. Bro, the whip cracks deserve more attention.
No, they don't. It was just a point. It was just awful sound design. Like
It was,
they
and
just,
that's why it needs more
and
attention.
it just makes no sense. Why is it their like arms moving? Like in real life, your arms don't make a sound when you move them.
I want the whip crack to like be in my real life, so in that way, anytime I ever like click my mouse, I'll just hear whoops, and like just jack off.
Or like, you know, whenever you get a Discord notification, it should be a whip crack.
Yes, please.
First thing when you turn on Roots, whoosh, whip crack.
No, that should be in like the server.
All
like,
orgasms turn into whip cracks.
No, it should be the Super Noobs theme song.
Oh no! Did anyone? Super Noob's character design honestly looks a lot worse than Johnny Test.
Oh no. Also, there's this one kid, and I fucking hate him for no goddamn reason. I just hate how smug he looks.
Oh.
Is he like the fat kid or the main character?
A bling bling.
No, the kid with like the fucking hoodie.
Oh.
I don't know.
Was bling
Black
bling
hair
ever
boy.
a meme? There should be like that one like Precious meme or whatever, but with a bling
Wait.
bling.
Wait, didn't like want Grayson didn't he want to like fuck Purple Girl in Super Noobs?
Oh no!
Oh man.
No, I
My
mean,
throat's like hoarse right now from all this laughing, I swear.
It was pretty funny. Cartoon Network doesn't even air Super Noobs much.
Super Noobs
They don't
is
even-
fucking dead.
Everything they do is dead nowadays because just no one wants to watch it.
Super Noobs was dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Well, it's mostly just I think people are. I just think maybe we're just tired of media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We
just want
should
to
just-
stream. We should just play with rocks.
Yeah, but
We go outside, then we burn to a crisp.
Ah,
That'd be
my
weird.
pale skin. I'm so used to being inside.
My men's rights, no.
Oh man, I'd say by like 2025 we're gonna have meninists.
we
Like
already
once-
have menace.
No, but they're gonna be like more prominent. Like the feminists are gonna like have all their rights, and then they're gonna be like meninists saying that men don't have enough rights as women.
Oh man, that's a great science fiction story.
That is, it's like a post-apocalyptic world.
Wait.
War never changes.
Wait.
I remember I kind of died on the inside when I saw I knew a guy who actually wore a men in his shirt unironically.
Oh, I want a meninist shirt now. That sounds amazing.
No, you
No.
can't.
No,
You're
you
too
can't.
young to wear that.
No.
I need one though.
You may not be a very strong man, but you're a very angry boy.
I'm a very good boy.
The
Oh yeah,
goodest.
does anyone remember the time the Nostalgia Critic made fun of Meninus?
I don't know. Don't bring up Nostalgia Critic in front of me in general.
Nostalgia critic.
Nostalgia Critic. I want to. Oh, how funny would that be if like we somehow managed to get him on the podcast with like a miracle from Jesus Christ himself?
No, he's
then,
too
like-
big for us.
No, but like with a miracle, what would you say to him right now if he
I
was
say your
here?
videos are pretentious, and I can't believe I wanted you back.
Mm.
Alright.
And plus, how dare you make fun of the first Lost in Space movie, you cunt waffle.
I
It was
liked
awesome.
I liked his review of what was it? That one Mark Wahlberg movie where the plants are the killers.
The Happening.
Yeah, that happening.
Or as I call it, What's Happening?
Hey!
Hey,
Hey.
hey,
Or as
Fonzie.
as other people like to call it, What the fuck just happened?
Hey. It's
Wait, can I say
Yes,
like
go,
one last
I
thing
already
about
know
like
who I am. Were you
Ren and
people?
Stimpy?
Yeah, sure.
I honestly feel that like John K should have never gone to Nickelodeon. He should have just waited for like Cartoon Network to like start their original programming and then pitch his shows to
Yeah.
them. They would have been like a lot more on board with his like creative ideas.
If he stayed at Deke, that means he would have worked on like the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons or like the Mario cartoons.
No, he had the good will to like not stay there for long. I think all he did for Deke was like this Beanie and Cecil reboot.
He also did the Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, that was for Ralph Bakshi though.
Ralph Bakshi is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, Ralph Bakshi, like, there was a whole Ren and Stimpy's adult party cartoon about them just hanging out with Bakshi, and it was pretty disgusting.
Wait, what? I didn't hear about this.
Okay, so the episode was Fire Dogs 2. It was a sequel to like this original Ren and Stimpy episode where they become like Dalmatians and like
they had like an SNES game for it and everything.
Yeah, and so basically Fire Dogs 2 literally starts where the first one ended, where like the fireman congratulates them and shit, and then he just turns into Ralph Bakshi, and then the rest of the episode is just them doing stuff, and throughout it you just get the feeling that Bakshi was a pretty disgusting man. Not like behavior, and I don't mean like behavior, like he was just unsanitary and shit.
Geez.
Oh, he was an old guy from New York.
Yeah. When you're a crusty old guy from New York.
Yeah.
You're just
like me.
You're just like, there is no love for you.
I'm a crusty old guy from...
It's probably one of the better episodes of Adult Party Cartoon, which isn't really saying much. Since it's all
but you already
awful.
said a lot. That wasn't much. It was a lot.
Alright. Alright, who wants to conclude it? I don't really know how to conclude this.
Okay, so... Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Real Donald Trump. I tweet a lot sometimes.
You could subscribe to the Tap Podcast and Austin Trench. And
thank you.
You can go die in a hole, 'cause this is the Good Boys.